It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Victor is on the phone today to catch a cheater, and he thinks that his girlfriend of 2 years named Sophie might be cheating. So in a little while, we're going to see if we can help him out. But first, Victor, sorry you're going through it, man. But what's going on? Why do you think that Sophie's cheating?
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little suspicious. We've been together for 2 years, and, it's been kind of a casual relationship, but, I think that I've been kind of like toying with this idea. I kind of would like to, move in with her maybe. But I feel like it's kind of been like, long enough. 2 years is a good time. And I love her. I love her so much. I've had very few serious girlfriends, but nothing like her. She's really special to me. And, she kind of hinted at it too. She kind of seems a little more like she might be interested as well. But I feel like we kind of have been stuck in this like honeymoon phase, if you will, of our relationship. I don't know. Look, I visit her at work a lot. She works at a Starbucks near us right now. And she's usually on her headset. So, I'll go through like the drive-in and like wish her to have like a good day, and talk to her for a second. And
That's cute.
She loves that. And I try and be, cute and affectionate like that. But there's a reason I emailed you guys. And that is that I'm a little like worried that she might be like unfaithful, if you will. I'll drop by her work, like I said, and just tell her I love her, and maybe I'll get a coffee, of course. And sometimes I'll go in, but very often I'll just go through the drive-thru, and she'll pop her head out and, talk for a second. But these last few weeks, she works mornings, but suddenly she's now working nights. Not a big deal, no big deal, but I don't know. I feel like she's staying out later and later after work, and her boss, she says, is kind of a and he seems kind of like a steal your girl kind of guy. He seems like the guy that would like, trying to make a move on like a girl when like that's a coworker with that when her like partner's not there, Right. I kind of get a vibe from him. Like he kind of becomes almost like territorial when like two guys are around like a woman that they both kind of like, even if one guy's actually with that woman. And look, I'm also, I'm a calm guy. I'm a polite guy. Generally speaking, I think of myself as a really easygoing guy, and I don't mean to cause trouble, but I have like a bad feeling about this guy and a bad kind of aura, So one time I was visiting her, and she was talking to somebody on the phone, and she said, "I'm looking forward to tonight." I'm like, what are you talking about? I think this could just be out of context, but, when I pulled around, she was kind of looking flushed and felt like she kind of had this look on her face like I had like caught her in the act of something, and she tried passing it off. But, I thought I was just going to shrug it off, but it's very hard to let go of that. Like, what is the context of that,
Yeah.
And her manager walked by and had this kind of like smirk on his face. He always has a kind of smirk on his face whenever I'm there. And look, I could just be reading into all this. This could be so, like possessive of me and just like crazy, like paranoid. But I kind of just need you guys to like walk me off the ledge a little bit,
I don't think you sound possessive. I think that you sound concerned because there's a dude creeping around your girl. So did you ask her about him? Yeah, and she's, not. Of course, she said no, so there's nothing about him. She says she thinks he's kind of a. But she's like nice to him in that way, where it's like you got to be nice to your boss or whatever. Is he attractive?
So, he's like an average looking kind of guy. I mean, yeah, he's nothing special. But I was just like, I can't take this feeling of like there's something beyond what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Can you maybe say you're calling from Starbucks corporate with like a gift offer from sales goals or whatever as like a reward for like her doing her job well? Like you can give her like 2 Starbucks Stanley cups engraved like that. Like because for her that's like cool because she works there obviously. But one can be like you can be like one for her and one for like a person of her choosing. See who she sends it to maybe.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Cool. We'll play a song, come back, and then give her a call. You ready?
Yeah, I'm honestly nervous, to be honest with you guys.
I
really want to see that's true.
Okay.
Of course.
We'll get your To Catch a Cheater next. Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, if you're just joining us, Victor is on the phone, and he thinks that his girlfriend of 2 years named Sophie might be messing around, so we're about to see if she is. But first, Victor, why don't you refresh our memory about your situation?
I feel like there's something weird going on between her and her boss at Starbucks where she works, and I am just kind of paranoid. I feel like there's always a weird vibe about them. He always has like a weird energy and aura about him, and I've caught her like talking to someone, being like, "Can't wait to just be alone with you and me," etc. And she says like, of course, there's nothing to it, and she thinks that her boss is like but like I don't know. I'm a little nervous, and I would just love if you guys can like call her and see what she says. I also thought it would be pretty believable and good if you can call her and say you're from Starbucks corporate and offer her like a reward for being a really productive employee, and offer her like 2 Starbucks Stanley Cups, one for her and one for a person of her choosing. And I just want to see who she gives the other one to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you ready?
I guess.
Cool. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbel calling from Starbucks corporate offices. I was looking for our employee, Sophie.
Oh, yeah, this is me.
Hi, Sophie. How you doing? You're not getting fired. Don't worry about it.
Oh, my God. Okay. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Do you have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. What's going on?
Well, I don't know if your manager has told you, but we're doing a little incentive program where all the managers of the stores are reporting their best employees. Each employee that is selected from each store actually wins something. And guess what, Sophie? Why I'm on the phone with you.
Oh, my God. That's so awesome.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you for doing such great work for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Listen, it's really simple. We have some custom Stanley Cups. You know, those things are all the rage right now. And we're going to have some things engraved on them, one for you. And then also, if you have someone that you would like to give another one to, we would like to engrave something nice on it for them too. Because listen, we know you work hard, and sometimes we have loved ones in our lives who don't get to see us as much because we're always working. And so we want to also give them a special gift as well.
Oh, actually, oh my God, I know exactly who to give it to.
Okay, great.
Engrave Julian on it.
Julian?
Yes, please.
Do you want a message or anything on? Like, we can put a little message there on the card on the cup from you.
Okay. To our new tradition, no one gets me like you do.
Okay, that's fun. Yeah, to our new tradition. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I got that. And you can expect these at the store probably never. Because this is actually a radio show. My name is Jubal.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
And the show is called The Jubal Show. And this is actually a segment we do called To Catch a Cheater, where if your significant other thinks you might be messing around, we see whose name they give us for flowers or Starbucks cups and things like that. And your boyfriend, Victor, is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Hi, honey. Hi. So, listen, I just need to ask you, who is Julian?
Julian is my manager at work.
Oh.
Why are you calling about this?
Okay, yeah. So you're cheating on me with your manager, with Julian.
Are you joking right now? You literally know that I just got a promotion, so I just wanted to give him a thank you for helping me. I wouldn't have gotten the promotion if it wasn't for him.
That's great. That's awesome, of course. But when did you find out about this promotion? You didn't tell me that.
Well, yeah, because I didn't think I had to. You know how hard I work, and you know how much I love this job. And obviously, you know that's literally why I had to switch my schedule. If I work at night, I can become shift leader. So I had to switch my schedule, and he's the one that's been helping me and giving me tips. I don't know. I don't even understand. Well, why are you doing this?
Well, one, it's a little weird that you wouldn't tell me about this. And number two, what is this new tradition you're talking about?
I don't think it really matters because it's something to do with work. And obviously, I don't know. We don't really talk about things like that anymore. We just kind of go day by day. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I tell you almost everything. You know, I was getting a promotion. It's not really a big deal at all. And also, why would I even tell you? You have to call a radio station to get something out of me instead of just coming to me directly. I don't understand. This is why I probably didn't tell you. We can't even communicate properly. So what are you doing? Why would you think I'm cheating or anything? It's literally a thank you gift.
because I overheard you on the drive-thru talking about late nights and, talking about, how it's just you and me, late nights, whatever, and how I can't stand Julian either.
Okay, but don't you think it's a little weird that you're just listening to my conversations in the drive-thru? That's a little weird right now, and that's really uncomfortable for me. You're taking things so out of context.
Well, I appreciate this is probably shocking for you to hear. You also have to understand, honey, that your man is coming to you saying that he's worried, he loves you, he doesn't feel comfortable in this situation, and you're just jumping down his throat and being super defensive. Like, do you want to try to make him feel like you're really not cheating? Because I'm not really clear here. Are you, Victor?
I mean, no, it's not clear for me at all, and I have been nothing but supportive of her. Nothing. And what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, you're absolutely right. You are. You really do. You try. You do whatever. You give me my space, and you try not to smother me. But I don't think it's easy to talk to you or tell you anything. Actually, even the way you're approaching me about this is what's getting me upset. And look, you're trying to supporting me by outing me and calling a radio station instead of talking to me. That's not supportive at all. You don't even know me. I mean, look at everything you're doing right now. I know for a fact Julian probably wouldn't do any of this. He would just talk to me because he actually understands me.
That sounds suspect, Sophie.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to even mean? He understands you. What he gets you in a way that I don't. So what, have you guys had a lot of private one-on-one time or something?
You know what? I'm actually pretty tired of this. You know what? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm Julian. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Whoa.
I know you do everything. I'm sorry, but you say you do everything. You give me space, but honestly, I am so tired of this, and I'm done with you. I'm done with this. This was the last straw. I'm done.
She hung up, Victor.
Great. That's great. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, she hangs up with me all the time, I guess. That's it.
Wow, man.
Oh, Victor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
I expected it to go. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? That's what happens when you're an idiot for 2 years, I guess.
You're not an idiot.
You're not.
No, it's not your fault. And you'll find someone who won't be like that to you and won't cheat on you. And also, hopefully, at least if you can take anything from it, it's don't feel bad about the feelings that you were having because they were correct.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to bring that up and have those conversations because your person is going to hear you and not make you feel like that.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm sorry to have this be what fills up your airtime. I'm sorry about that, but I think I have to go. And I just want to be alone. Thanks.
Yeah,
okay.
Understandable, man.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
It's time for To Catch a Cheater, and Rachel is on the phone today, and she thinks that her boyfriend of 2 years might be messing around. So in a second, we'll see if we can catch him. But first, Rachel, sorry you're going through this. What's up? Why do you think Dylan might be cheating on you?
He's just been acting suspicious lately. He's not the kind of guy to be really secretive, but, he's been out partying with coworkers later and later, and then he'll come home and not really get into the details of it, but he's taking his phone everywhere, including to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just feels more secretive than ever.
Have you asked him about it? Just been is everything cool, babe?
Yeah, and he's just yeah, no, I'm just meeting up with the guys.
Is it normal for him to hang out with his coworkers after work like that?
No. And he's more stressed than ever. And I feel like something's up. I just want to know what's going on.
So are his coworkers guys or are there also women there too?
There are women there too.
Okay.
Do you know any of them?
I don't.
Okay. So is he just saying that he's going right when work is done and they're just going to do their little thing?
Yeah. And I'm trying to be cool about it myself, but I don't know. It feels off.
Well, it's weird when it's all the time. So how does he act when he gets home? Do you guys live together?
Yes. And it just he used to be very bubbly and warm. I mean, that's actually how we met was at a concert, and he was just really conversational and easy to talk to. And I feel like that side of him is kind of gone.
So just with you or in general?
Well, when we're around each other.
But so do you see that side of him come out with other people, when he's around other people?
To be honest, we really haven't hung out with coworkers, or he hasn't come with me to anything lately. So
you're living separate lives.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that has gone on that you think might be weird?
No, I just it's different behavior. So I'm hoping that that's what it is. That it's just maybe work getting to him or something.
And have you talked to him about how you're feeling at all?
Yeah, I mean, every time I ask him about like work and how it's going or hanging out with the guys, he's kind of quick about it. He doesn't really get into the details.
So does he touch you? Like when he comes home, does he try to like cuddle up and be like, sorry, babe? Or is it just cold?
It's been kind of cold, actually.
Yeah, all of this seems really uncomfortable.
Have you tried to I'm not going to say touch him, but that sounds weird.
No, I know what you mean though. Like to try to kind of change things up.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but again, he just comes home, he goes to the bathroom, he basically goes to bed, he falls asleep. So.
Okay. So he's kind of disinterested, just in general?
Yeah. And it hasn't really felt like it'd be a good time. So I just
want to know if there's somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
You told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member with. So we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that every single month we choose one rewards member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right. Play a song, come back, get your To Catch a Cheater next.
It's time.
To catch a cheater.
Only on the Jubal Show.
We're in the middle of To Catch a Cheater. If you're just joining us, Rachel is on the phone and she thinks that her boyfriend of 2 years named Dylan might be cheating. So in a second, we're going to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store, that he's a rewards card member, and say that every single month we choose one rewards member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to Rachel or to somebody else. Before we do that though, Rachel, why don't you catch us up on your situation again?
Yeah. So, my guy and I, Dylan, we've been dating for 2 years, met at a music festival, lived together, and lately he's just been acting kind of off. A lot of late nights at work or hanging out with coworkers, and kind of some of his personality feels gone. So I'm just trying to see what's up.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbel calling from. I was looking for our rewards card member named Dylan.
Yeah, this is him.
Hi, Dylan, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling to say thank you very much for your business. You're actually this month's big winner. Congratulations. Thank you for shopping with us.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are you going to send them to? Do you know?
Send what? What are you talking about?
Well, maybe you haven't seen. Every single month, we choose one rewards card member, completely random, to say thank you very much for being such a loyal customer. You've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolates, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want within the 50 United States, absolutely free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not? So what, you just write a card or something?
Yeah, I'll just get some information from you. Like I said, I can do it right now if you know who you want to do it. So send them to right now, or I can call you back whenever you have time.
Yeah, sure. No, that's fine. You do it now.
Now, great. Okay, cool. All I would need would be the first and last name of the person you want to send them to, and then we'll get what's on a card if you want one, and then we'll get the address, and we should be good to go.
All right. Yeah. Can you send them just to Emily?
Okay, Emily. And do you want to put anything on a card to Emily?
Yeah. You could put thanks for being my partner in crime.
Thanks for being my partner in crime. That's cute. Yes, I can do that. Thanks for being my partner in crime to Emily. You know who might actually have questions about that part right there?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, your girlfriend Rachel might have some questions about that part right there. This is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show. And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think your significant other might be messing around, you see who they send flowers to. And your girlfriend Rachel is actually on the phone listening. Mm-hmm. And probably has some questions.
Dylan, Emily, are you serious? Who the hell is Emily?
Oh, wait, Rachel? Are you serious right now?
What? Yes. What? Are you cheating on me? Dylan, what is going on?
I'm really not. I'm not interested in talking about this with
radio DJs. Are you kidding me right now?
What?
Don't make this about us.
Yeah, well, it is about. You can't just call me like a normal. You can't just call me like a normal fucking human.
Who's Emily?
Who is Rachel? Exactly. What did you do?
What? I'm your girlfriend. Now tell me who
I don't even know who you are right now. You got me on the radio?
Okay, Dylan, who is Emily?
Yeah.
And just why can't you answer the question? Just answer the question.
I mean, what was the question?
Who is Emily?
Did you really just ask
What?
I mean, I have a lot of questions. I mean, why don't I don't know. What does it matter?
Are you not concerned that your girlfriend thinks you're cheating on her and you just sent flowers to someone named Emily who's your partner in crime?
Yeah.
I'm not concerned. I'm not. No, I'm concerned about you, but you're probably going to feel like
Oh my God. Stop.
So you should probably just back off.
Dylan, why?
All right. She's my project manager, Rachel. I told you work has been stressful and we're planning a big launch and she's been helping me stay on track.
Why are you even sending her flowers?
Because she's been working overtime to make sure everything goes smoothly, and it's a gesture of appreciation, Rachel. Have you ever heard of that?
Why are you talking to your girlfriend like that? She's the one that feels like you have been shady and somewhere else and cheating on her. And instead of hearing her out and trying to make her feel better, you're talking down to her while you're sending flowers to your boss, which could be an HR violation if there's nothing going on there. I don't understand.
I don't think a radio show was the place to figure it out, honestly.
Well, okay, well, that's your opinion, but we're here now. So what are you going to do about it?
I honestly, I think I'm going to have to probably break up with Rachel because who puts their partner in this position? It's crazy.
Rachel, this is a good thing. And I still don't believe he's not cheating.
Aww.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
I don't know who Dylan is. You don't even sound like yourself right now.
What do you say? Of course, honestly, I would have been. I probably should have just cheated. I probably should have just cheated because I'm getting in trouble for standing up for myself anyway. You don't trust me.
You're not helping. You're not helping. This sounds tough.
You know what? Actually, I'm just going to help you out, and I'm going to go and get my stuff out of the house. So come back in a couple hours, and you won't have to see me again.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, bye then. Bye.
Yeah.
Fine.
Bye.
Wow.
Rachel, he just hung up.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I feel like you're going to be better off no matter what, even if he didn't cheat. That didn't sound cool at all.
No, my gosh, no question about that.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. That's definitely not what I was expecting.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be sad about this, but that was so weird. So I think right now the sad of going home to an empty house sounds really good right now.
Yeah, but it does.
Good luck.
All right. Well, thanks.
You're welcome. Olivia is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her boyfriend of 3 years named Dominic might be messing around, so we'll see if we can find out if he is in just a second. But first, Olivia, what's going on? Why do you think that Dominic might be cheating?
I think that Dominic might be cheating because I have a friend, and she's always around, and me and Dominic have been together. So we've been together for 3 years, right? And it was just so nice to meet him. He's a decent guy, really chill. I actually met him at a show he was doing, and it was just like an intimate setting. It was just him and a guitar, and he was up there with such a beautiful voice. And it's like, I fell in love with him at first sight. And so I usually date men who are just the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And so at first when I thought he was a musician, I was like, oh no, am I, continuing this pattern? But then I realized he's actually a pretty cool guy. But my friend Kimmy, she's a Leo, so she's always got to be the center of attention.
Okay, hold on. I'm a Leo too, but okay, cool.
You know how you guys can get.
You're right. My bad. You're right.
But Kimmy is very, she just needs a lot of attention from men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
double D's, and she wears a lot of skimpy tops, and she got a BBL, and she's wearing a lot of really tight mini skirts and stuff. And so it's just like everywhere we go, she needs a lot of attention from men. And we've been friends for so long, and every guy I have dated, Kimmy has slept with.
Oh, like after you were done dating them, before them, like in what order?
It has varied. Most times it's after, but sometimes it has been kind of near the end, or she'll be like, well, I wanted to sleep with him first, and she'll try to do it before I get to, which is really weird. Yeah, it's kind of a pattern.
So that's never bothered you before?
It has bothered me, but it's just like we've been friends for so long, and like, I know she's going through a lot, and I think sometimes that just makes me give her a little more grace than I should. You know what I mean?
Okay. So then she's been like this around your man lately.
Yeah, so me and Dominic, our place is pretty open. Our friends come through all the time. And Kimmy, she comes over often. And she's always over. But I came home from work a few weeks ago, earlier than usual. And I wanted to go out to drinks with Kimmy. And so I called her. And when Kimmy picked up, she just kind of sounded out of breath. And then I heard a guy's voice in the background, and it was Dominic's voice.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then Kimmy just kind of like tried to play it off. And she was just saying like, she was just helping Dominic with something at the place. But I know she was lying. Like, Kimmy does this certain thing with her voice when she starts lying, and it doesn't make sense. And she started doing that thing. And when I came home, I talked to Dominic about it, and he was like, no, Kimmy was just helping me put the holiday decorations back in the storage or whatever. And it was just like, weird.
And it sounded like a lie.
Yeah, it sounded like she was full of crap, both of them.
I just feel like with her history, that's probably going to be under your skin no matter what, and be the first thing that you think of. So if they are you going to be surprised? Are you going to be mad? Or is it just going to be another one of those Kimmy's just being Kimmy?
This time I feel kind of like she's just gone too far. Like, my other guys I've slept with or dated, we haven't really lived together. This is my first time kind of living with a partner.
Okay.
And so it's just like, when is it going to end? You know what I mean? And Dominic, he just seemed like a really good guy. He's been sweet the whole time. So I'm just kind of like scared,
Okay, well, we'll see what that's about. We'll try to figure it out for you. You already told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at. So we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, we'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next. We're in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, and if you're just joining us, Olivia is on the phone, and Olivia thinks that her boyfriend of 3 years named Dominic might be messing around, so we're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards member at, and say that every single month we choose one rewards member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to his girlfriend Olivia or somebody else. But before we make that phone call, Olivia, why don't you break down your situation for us one more time?
Me and Dominic, we live together. We've been dating for 3 years. He's a really great guy. He's a musician. He's different from everyone I've dated before. But my best friend, Kimmy, she loves male attention. And I think they might have slept together.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are you ready for us to call him and see?
I guess.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbel calling from I was looking for our rewards card member named Dominic.
Hey, this is him.
Dominic, hi, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling with a big congratulations. You're this month's winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, congratulations. And thank you very much for being such a loyal customer.
Oh, what did I win?
Oh, maybe you haven't seen the signs. Every single month, we choose one rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. So you've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolate, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you'd like within the 50 United States of America.
Wow.
And here's how it works. I can take the information down over the phone in just a couple minutes. If you want to do that right now and you are prepared with who to send them to, I can do that.
Okay. I guess I'll just do it right now.
Okay, great. I will need a first name, the name of the person, first and last, and then whatever you'd like to say on a card if you want to say something on the card, and then I'll get the address after that.
Okay.
I'm gonna send the flowers to Kimmy.
And a last name on that? Okay, great. And would you like to put anything in the card to Kimmy?
Yeah. Could you put I can't do this anymore. It's not right, and it's not who I am. And just put I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can. And then I won't get the address from you because this is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show. And my name is Jubal.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think your significant other might be sleeping around, you see who they send flowers to, and your girlfriend of 3 years, Olivia, is actually on the phone.
What?
Dominic, what the? Why would you do this to me? Like, you know how Kimmy is, and you know what I said about her, and like we've been together, we live together.
Look, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't sound sorry. You sound like you're dead in the eyes.
Look, me and Kimmy, look, we messed around once, but we didn't have sex.
Oh, like that's gonna make it better. It doesn't. It doesn't make it better.
Okay, so Kimmy had come over one day, and you know, I just finished up a little bit of work at home, and in the middle, I just started playing with my guitar, and you know, Kimmy, she just made herself at home as usual, and she started making herself a drink. So she sat down and asked for a free concert, and you know, she started throwing the drinks back, and you know, she just started beefing me up, you know, saying how good I looked playing and how lucky you were, and I don't know, I guess I let that get to my head.
So that makes it right? Like, just because no one ever has just thought you were just so hot, and all of a sudden everybody thinks you're hot, you just think that means you can do whatever you want, you can just be with somebody and then just try to mess around with their friends?
No, of course not. I mean, I didn't start writing songs to meet women. I'm not that kind of person.
It sounds like it. It really sounds like it at this point, Dominic. Like, what the?
Dominic, are you sorry?
Yeah.
Like, are you going to try to make things right with Olivia? Like, this just feels like we're pointing so many fingers at Kimmy, and yeah, she did what she did, but you allowed that to go on for way too long.
You're right. No, you're right. This is my fault. And, you know, she did lay it on thick, but, I mean, it was hard because, you know, she was literally just hanging on me while I was playing my guitar. And
that's
look,
not right.
I know it was wrong. I know it was wrong, but Olivia, please, like, I'm really sorry. I am so sorry. I will do anything to make this up to you.
Dominic, you are on very thin ice. Like, you're going to be making up for this for a very long time. And the only reason I'm even thinking about forgiving you is the fact that I know Kimmy, and I know this is something she does. But, and I'm, you know what? I'm going to have to deal with Kimmy. I'm just going to have to deal with her, and you won't be seeing her. So delete her number.
You're still going to give Dominic another shot?
If it was anyone other than Kimmy, hell no. I would literally be like, no, Dominic, you're done. I would make posts on Facebook, Twitter, all that about him, but it's just Kimmy. It's like, I know that it's her. I know that she's the problem because otherwise Dominic has been a great guy, but now he's going to have to show me again that he's a great guy. He's just going to have to prove that he just can't be swayed by somebody telling him he looks hot. I tell him he looks hot every freaking day. Do better.
You're right, baby. I am so sorry. And look, I promise I'm going to do whatever it takes to show you that I'm not that kind of person.
Well, you did try to break it off with her and the flowers.
Well, maybe you can show me how sorry you are by buying me 36 roses that you were going to give Kimmy instead. And they better not come from a grocery store. I'll tell you that much.
Of course, honey. And look, thank you for not leaving me. I promise you won't regret it.
Yeah, we'll see when we get home. I said I wasn't leaving. Yet. Don't make me change my mind.
All right. Well, Olivia, I mean, at least you got your answer.
And I'm sorry.
Dominic, I hope you're serious, man.
Well, I am.
Thank you guys again, honestly. Now I guess I just got to go talk to Kimmy. And Kimmy, if you're listening, just know it's up. When I see you, it's up. Yeah.
I mean, I'd be scared.
I love you.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. I'll see you at the house.
It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Phoebe is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater. She thinks that her fiance, Rory, might be messing around, so she definitely wants to find out if he is or isn't before they get married. They've been together for 5 years, I guess. Phoebe, what's going on?
Hey, so I've been with my now fiance for 5 years. I love him very much and I trust him. And like any long-term thing, there are ebbs and flows, and I think that's natural, but lately we're in more of a disconnected phase, and it feels a little bit different this time.
Okay.
We have a lot going on, I will say. Like, we're trying to find a new place because our lease is up and we have kind of a cranky landlord. So we're trying to move on, and we both work a lot. And he has been working on like a special project recently. So he's been working like 80 plus hours a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So we barely see each other, which is definitely putting strain on the connection. And then he has this boss named Emily. She just texts and calls him constantly, like 24 hours a day, pretty much, like outside of work hours for work related stuff. But he constantly is talking to her, and it really feels like she kind of comes first. Like if we're spending time together and she texts him or calls him for a work thing, he's like immediately at her beck and call. And like a couple of happy hours and work things that I came with him to, I feel like once she has a couple drinks, she's like very touchy with him. And that makes me a little bit uncomfortable for sure.
Right.
And he doesn't seem to he's just been kind of oblivious to all of this. Like he doesn't seem to notice that this is weird for me, which is kind of the concerning part. Like I said, I trust him a lot, but this feels a lot different than it has before.
Have you asked him specifically if he's messing around with his boss?
I haven't. I do feel kind of bad for even suspecting him, and it just feels like an awkward thing to bring up because I don't want to seem like the crazy, fiance who's reading into something. But yeah, I haven't asked directly yet. I've just been observing.
I definitely don't think you sound crazy, but I wonder if you would be as concerned if his boss was a man. Do you really think there's a connection here, or is it just, if the phone was ringing all the time and your boss is calling, chances are you're going to answer if your money's attached to it.
That's true.
I don't like the handsy part, though. You have a very valid point there. Do you know if she's in a relationship? Is she single?
I have no idea. Honestly.
We'll try to figure it out for you. You already told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at. So we'll call and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that every single month we choose one rewards card at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. We'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, and then get your To Catch a Cheater next. If you're just joining us for today's To Catch a Cheater, Phoebe is on the phone, and she thinks that her fiance named Rory might be cheating on her. We're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards card member at and say that he's won free flowers delivered from our floral department. Just our way of saying thank you for shopping. And we'll see if he sends those to his fiance, Phoebe, or to somebody else. And before we do that, Phoebe, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your situation?
Yeah, so I've been with my now fiance for about 5 years, and recently we haven't been seeing much of each other, and he has been getting a lot of out of business hours calls and texts from his boss, who is a woman named Emily. At a couple work events, I felt as the fiance that she was a little touchy with him when she'd had a few drinks, which kind of alerted me. And then recently it was late at night and we were just hanging out at home, and he got a text from her and said that he had to go call her about a work thing, and then he ended up having to meet up with her and came home really late and really drunk, which is not like him. So I'm just feeling pretty out.
I mean, that's kind of strange.
I mean, it's super strange.
Are you ready for us to call him and see if he is or isn't cheating?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jordan calling from I was looking for Rory.
This is he. Who am I speaking with?
Rory, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. We're calling to say thank you very much for shopping with us and congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Okay. What does that mean?
Every single month, we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. You've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy, and a card to be delivered anywhere in the United States. Absolutely free.
Wow. Okay.
If you know who you want to send them to, I can take the information in just a matter of minutes over the phone.
Yes. Could you please send them to Phoebe?
Is there anything you'd like to put on a card to Phoebe?
Yes, please. Could you put, I love you. I got awesome news. Please put awesome in all caps if you could. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Period. And then, dinner, ? And then our sushi joint, ?
Wouldn't it be funny if your news was that you were cheating on her?
I'm sorry, what?
This is actually a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show. My name's Jubal.
Hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
And Phoebe is on the phone listening. We do a segment called To Catch a Cheater, where you see if your significant other might be messing around. And Phoebe...
It's your horse.
Yeah. Phoebe thought you might be out there trying to tame some other horses.
Okay. What is happening? I'm sorry.
Hi. Hey.
Hi. What's going on?
Okay, this sounds silly probably, but I feel like lately you've been so MIA with work and like constantly getting calls and texts from Emily. And remember the night that you left to meet up with her at like 9:30 and you didn't come home until like 1 a.m. and you were wasted?
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a lot. Okay. I can't believe you think I'd be cheating on you, but okay. I kind of get it. Look, I'm sorry about that. Okay. I'm sorry that you think all these things, and that I understand why you see, it seems like I'm like following her around and I'm like at her beck and call, but there's a reason. Okay. And there's a reason I've been working so much too. And I've been working to score the seal with a new client for a couple of reasons. And the reason my note said awesome news in caps is because I wanted to wait until after the meeting to tell you that not only did the deal go through, but the commission alone, okay, was enough to pay for a new condo and almost pay for the wedding that we want to have, babe.
Whoa.
Damn. Okay,
yeah.
Baby. You don't want any other
way,
horses?
Oh, and by the way, that's great. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But the big news is that the reason why I've been working so closely with Emily is that I was shadowing her, okay? And I was shadowing her so I could become a partner in the firm. And so now I'm no longer working under her. That's what the late night meeting was. They were there to tell me that I've been promoted and I've become a partner in the firm. So I apologize. I shouldn't have gotten so stupid drunk, and I was a jerk for that. And I honestly, baby, I really apologize for that. I was waiting for the perfect time to tell you in the right way. And so, yeah. So, and then I got caught up in the excitement. A couple of drinks were flowing, but I wanted to make it a complete surprise, the promotion and the bonus. So that's why I apologize for you.
Wow. That's great. I'm happy for you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to doubt you, and I trust you. I just, without any of that information in context, I was just really anxious and like overthinking everything.
Which is totally understandable considering.
I do. And look, and I, of course, as you know, I've been working off and way too long of hours, and there was an end goal for this, and I definitely get oblivious to, everything around me, when I'm focused on one thing. But this is the one thing that I was focused on, was our future. And so, I'm still sorry, but obviously I hope this is worth it. And that doesn't, make up for, or hopefully it makes up for my stupidity in this time. I just, I hope we can still do date night.
Yeah, of course we can still do date night.
Okay, that's a start. Okay. And yes, boundaries will be had much more so. Take that to the bank.
Okay. Good.
Speaking of bank, how much was the raise?
You can pay for his wedding condo.
Oh, we all get to go on a date night.
Yeah.
It's time.
To catch a cheater.
Only on the Jubal Show.
Michael is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and he's been dating Harper for 3 months, but now he thinks something might be going on. So we're going to see if we can catch her cheating or not cheating in a minute. But first, Michael, what's up, man? Tell us what's going on.
So, this is Chick Harper, man. So, we've been in this relationship for about 3 months now, give or take. And this, it just feels like the whole relationship, she's been, sneaking around my back. You know what I mean? Just there's little things here and there just aren't adding up.
Okay.
And I just really need to find out, like, what's going on, because, Harper, she's a great girl. We have, great times when we hang out, but, she's, I don't know how to say this. She's a bit of like a free spirit, I guess, kind of girl. She kind of just goes with the flow. She just like lives in the moment. You know what I mean? That kind of woman.
Yeah, that's probably what you like about her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely down with it, but it just it seems a little much. Like like I get the free spirit, like kind of going with the flow, but then again, like I don't know, like when just things aren't adding up. When it comes to, okay, for instance, we've been spending a lot of time together, and I like her, but there's, she's always like has an excuse to like never spend the night. It's just weird, and she never lets me, she never lets me go to her house, first of all, so I'm never there. I've never met any of her friends, you know what I mean, and then most of our dates that we have. They're just at my place, you know what I mean? She's always coming over, but she never stays, like I said, and there's like no PDA ever. It kind of feels like I'm like a side piece or something.
Oh, really?
But what if she likes to just take things a little slow?
But I mean, but no PDA, like ever, like, she hardly ever like kisses me and stuff. And I don't know, it's weird. And so, I she has a social media and stuff, right? So I kind of go in there and look around and stuff, but it's just like, it's just pictures of her and like food, you know what I mean? Like no people. So it's really weird, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I know it sounds weird, guys. I know, but
no, it doesn't. I mean, I've been in situations like that where I'm like, she sees me, we talk, but then also it seems like it's at certain times, and then certain times they're always like, oh, I fell asleep. And then it's the next day, but every single time it's like, I think you're just home with whoever you're with. You know what I mean?
Really? This happens to you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Here's an example. So she's at work, right? And I go to her job to pick her up from work, and she made me wait in the car. And I couldn't even go inside of her job, Okay. And when she gets to the car, we drive off, and I was like, hey, what was that about? Why couldn't I get out? And she was just like, well, I just really wanted to leave. I wanted to bounce, as quick as possible. And I was like, I haven't met any of her friends. I've met any of her coworkers. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's just not right. I like her a lot, though.
Okay. But,
yeah.
You're just not sure if she's being totally 100 with you.
I mean, it is just 3 months. Yeah, maybe she's just being cautious, but it does sound a little bit like she's hiding you.
Yeah, but wouldn't you in 3 months, wouldn't you kiss me in public or hold my hand or?
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Yes.
That's
you would think.
That's a good, I think we're in our, what do you call our honeymoon stage. Like, this is the point where we do all that stuff,
Right.
Right.
Definitely. Okay, well, we'll see what's going on. You already told us what grocery store she's a rewards card member at, so we'll call up, pretend to be from the grocery store, and say that she's this month's big winner of 36 long stem red roses to be delivered to anybody that she wants. We'll see if she sends them to you or to somebody else, okay?
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, man. All right, we'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next. If you're just joining us for today's To Catch a Cheater, Michael is on the phone, and he's been dating Harper for 3 months, but he's pretty sure that something is going on. So we're about to call her and pretend to be from the grocery store that she's a rewards card member at, and say that every single month we choose one random rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. We'll see if she sends those. Well, first we'll see if she believes it, and then we'll see if she sends those to Michael or to somebody else. Hey, Michael, before we do that, though, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your situation?
Yeah, so, me and Harper, we've been dating for about 3 months now or so, and she has been kind of shady, she just doesn't she doesn't want to spend a lot of time together. And at 3 months is very earlier in the relationship. She doesn't want to do any PDA, like, ever. I haven't met any of her friends. I haven't met any of her coworkers. And all the dates has been at my place. So I've never even seen her place. And, I think that something's going on. I think she's hiding something. And so I just want to get to the bottom of it.
I think you might be a side piece.
And, I think I'm a side piece, yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully you're not, and hopefully this is a good explanation, but you ready for us to call her?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Torbo calling from I was looking for our rewards card member named Harper.
Hi, yes, speaking.
Hi, Harper. Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling to tell you, congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
What have I won?
Every single month, we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. Just our little way of saying thank you very much for shopping with us and being such a loyal customer. So you've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of chocolates, and a card to be delivered anywhere in the United States, absolutely free. It's a $342 value, actually.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So here's how it works. If you know the person that you would like to send them to right now, you have all the information. I can do it just in a matter of minutes over the phone. You get confirmations on everything. It's absolutely free.
I definitely have someone in mind that I'd like to send that to.
Okay, great. Do you have just a couple minutes to do that now?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, of course.
To start, I will just need to get the first and the last name of the person you would like to send the flowers to.
So it's going to be to Michael.
Would you like to put anything on a card?
Yeah, just say to Michael, I can't get enough of you, Harper.
Wonderful. So I can't get enough of you. Okay, cool. Well, then I guess I'll just tell you the truth.
Okay.
So my name is actually Jubal, and this is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, I'm Mina here on the show, too.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yeah.
Also on the show.
Michael's actually on the phone, too.
Oh. Hi.
Hey, Harper. How's it going?
Hey. This is pretty elaborate and weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, do you want to explain what it is, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. So, Harper, I have a small confession to make. So I bought you on the show because, I thought that you might have been like sleeping around or cheating on me. I know this is weird. Just hold on. So as of lately, you can tell that I've been trying to like hang out more and do things a lot more with you. But I don't know. You've been giving me some pushback, right? And so like this behavior's been really sketchy. So I'm just trying to figure out like, is there like another person, or like what's kind of going on? Because like you're not giving me anything. So I'm just here to try to clear the air.
Okay. Well, this is all out there. I guess I should probably let you know that I am in a relationship, but we're not cheating on each other. We're open. And there's some guidelines around that, but the rule is, we can do whatever we want, but we always come home at night and no one else is allowed in our place.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
And, I think Michael's great. I really enjoy his company. He's a fantastic guy. But I'm very free-spirited and open, and I'm having fun, and I'd like to keep seeing where it goes.
Okay.
Were you going to tell Michael this?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When was the time you were going to tell me? Like,
it was something I feel that would come up a little more if things were to keep going about the half-year mark.
Half year?
Oh.
Half year. Okay. So about this other guy, like, are you guys like married or something? Or like, are you trying to leave this guy, or like, why would you want to be with me? Like what's going on?
Well, yeah, we're married, but he's a musician, so he's traveling a lot, and we've always had an understanding that, we could do what we wanted, just don't bring it home and don't bring it in our bed. And I think you're great. I really fun hanging out with you, but that's the situation, and I know that it's not necessarily easy information to digest.
How do you feel about that?
Man, I've never ever been caught up in a situation. I mean, you hear about this stuff on movies, right? Like, this never happens to you. This is nuts. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Harper, you're great. I mean, like these past 3 months have been tremendous. Like the only disconnect here is that like I want to spend more time with you. You know what I mean? Like, and it just seems like you're not giving me that. I mean, but now that I know the reason why, you know, it makes me understand you now, you know, a little bit more. And I know you're, you know, free spirit girl, you know. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I'm not really a side piece kind of guy, really, but it does make me feel better that you let me know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I never viewed you as a side piece, but, you know, now that it's out there and, you know, you have to weigh in on it, I respect your decision, but, you know, just to let you know, I really think you're fantastic. And if you're open to it, I would like to keep seeing where this leads.
Where can it lead, though?
Yeah, would you be open to leaving this guy, or?
That's a really hard question to answer, but, you know, if the right person came along, who knows what would open up.
Okay.
Huh. So, yeah, basically, you know, I'd like to keep seeing where it goes, and I don't know if you've ever heard of the concept of a throuple at all, but maybe that's something you might consider down the line. And, you know, I live with my husband and my lover. But yeah, that's something for you to consider. That, you know, you might have heard about that in the movies, but yeah.
I mean, people are doing that. Michael, would you want to be an in-house lover?
Yeah, I got to think about it. But
okay.
I mean, as of right now, I do want to keep hanging out.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, hey, cool.
That's fun. I'm glad communication is happening now.
Enjoy yourself.
Good luck.
Oh, and the flower thing, do you still got the flowers? Do I get the flowers?
Yeah, there are no flowers. I'm sorry. But it sounds like you guys are going to have fun anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a hell of a story.
Yeah.
Tatiana is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her boyfriend, Matt, of 4 years, might be messing around, so we'll see if we can help her out. Tatiana, sorry you have to come on the show this way, but what's up? Why do you think Matt's cheating?
Yeah, well, so we've had a lot of ups and downs throughout the time we've been together, and I've kind of suspected he was cheating in the past, but I haven't really been able to catch him or to have proof, but now I think I definitely do. This past Christmas, he got us one of this really fancy fridges. Honestly, it was more of an I'm sorry gift because we got into a huge fight earlier that month. So I think that this was his way of saying I'm sorry. Because he went to a strip club and stayed out all night and didn't tell me.
Oh, okay.
That was fun. That was fun for me. But honestly, the fridge is really cool. It's one of those, you know, like those smart fridges that has like a screen and, you know, so
those are dope.
Yeah. And it feels very fancy. Like we've used it for our calendars and whatnot, but it also has another feature where, I guess you can pair your phone with it and get text messages through it.
To your refrigerator?
Yeah, they have that for like washers and dryers too. And I'm like, I don't give my washer and dryer my phone number because I don't want them to bug me at times.
Probably a good idea.
Exactly. But anyway, so you have it paired with your phone or his phone or something?
No, it's not paired with my phone, but it is paired with his.
Okay.
Moron. So,
iCloud to the max.
I'm cooking last week and in the kitchen, and all of a sudden this message pops up that says, "You better get over here when you can. See you tonight, baby."
Oh, on the refrigerator. What? I see. Okay.
I'm like, what you got inside for me? You got cake? I'm getting carried away.
I'm stuck on it too. I'm like, was it a text from the washer?
Yeah, I know. Not to make fun of the situation, but
no, I know. I'm sorry. Okay,
but that's crazy. Okay, did it say who it was from and all that?
No, I didn't check that. It disappeared pretty quickly. But like, of course, my heart just dropped. But I kind of figured that like this is a sign. You know, we've been up and down for years, and like I think this is the sign. And like maybe it's time for me to officially move on. So I really need to catch him and get proof, and so I can kick him out into the street.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
We are now a hitman service.
You didn't ask him about the text that you saw or anything?
No, that's kind of when I got on and got in touch with you guys.
Okay. You already told us what grocery store he's a rewards card member at, so we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and pretend to be from the grocery store and do the usual. Say that every single month we have one lucky rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next.
It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
And only on the new hits 106.1.
If you're just joining us for today's To Catch a Cheater, Tatiana is on the phone, and she thinks that her boyfriend of 4 years named Matt might be cheating. So in a second, we're going to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards card member at and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those flowers to his girlfriend, Tatiana, or to somebody else. But before we do that, Tatiana, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, we've been kind of up and down for about 4 years. I've suspected that he's been cheating, but I haven't had proof in the past. But now that he got us this new smart refrigerator that shows text messages, and he paired his phone with it, and I saw a text message from someone that says, "You better get over here, baby." So I think that this is finally the proof I need to prove that he's cheating.
So alarming. Your cooking in your refrigerator tells you this.
So have you felt like he's cheating before?
Yeah, but I haven't had proof.
Okay.
And you don't have a clue of who it could be?
Okay. I don't.
All right. Well, are you ready for us to see if we can figure it out?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, this is Corbel calling from I was looking for our rewards card member named Matt.
Yeah, this is Matt. What's up?
Hi, Matt. Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling with a big congratulations and thank you for shopping with us. You're this month's big winner. Thank you so much.
Really?
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh,
thank you very much for being such a loyal customer.
rock and roll. Thank you. That's awesome. What exactly? What do I win?
You won the flowers. Maybe you weren't aware. Every single month we choose one lucky rewards card member who gets free flowers delivered from our brand new floral department. Absolutely free. You've won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolates, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want within the 50 United States. Absolutely free. It's a $316 value.
Oh, man, that's sweet. Awesome. Thank you.
So all I need from you now is just the first and last name of the person you want to send them to, and then anything you might want to put on a card, and then we'll get the address, and we will be good to go. Thank you so much.
All right. Cool. Courtney.
You said Courtney?
Yeah.
Great. And is there anything you would like to put on a card to Courtney?
Yeah. Can we make a note that says, I meant what I said last night. I just don't know what to do. You deserve these and more.
Great. Yeah. And then now I'll let you know that this is actually a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. And we do a segment on the show that's called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think your significant other might be messing around, you see who they send flowers to. And your girlfriend of 4 years, Tatiana, is actually on the phone.
Wait, what? What? Hold on.
So, who's Courtney?
Tatiana?
Is she the one that texted that? Where are you? Where are you tonight? Are you coming over, baby?
What the is going on, Tatiana? What is going on? What is happening here?
You tell me. You tell me. Who is Courtney? Why are you sending flowers to a woman named Courtney and not to me?
How? But did you go through my phone? Is that what this is? You're just snooping through my phone? You have no right to go through my text messages.
I think you're right.
Oh my God, you are such a moron. I didn't have to go through your phone because you paired your phone with the refrigerator, so I saw all the text messages that come through your phone on the fridge.
Listen, this Courtney, she's a girl at work. You know, this is all, we joke around. You know, she's like, you've heard of like work wife, like that's why we say,
Seriously?
That's why we say baby. It's just a joke. We had a work thing. We're going to a work thing. It's just totally a work thing.
I got really worked up.
This is such a lame excuse, even for you.
Oh, I told you about the work thing. I said, Courtney, I had a work thing.
You don't work with anyone named Courtney.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Courtney
Yeah, she's new.
It sounds like you're making that up.
So what does she deserve and more?
Just hanging out, just friendship, just a couple friends, work friends. We're just a couple.
Oh my goodness,
like
Matt, this is wild. Do you hear yourself? Like, this is really wild. You're gonna send to your baby coworker that she deserves everything that you gave and said to her the night before and more, and flowers.
Yeah, it's just joke. We have a repertoire. We joke and work. It's all tongue in cheek. Like, it's not. None of it's. That's not. I'm not. This is ridiculous.
What about the text message?
Okay, yeah.
That was just. I was just messing around. Whatever.
You were messing around,
dude.
Tatiana, we'll talk about this later.
This is such bullshit. You know what? I've suspected that something was going on for a while, and now I finally have proof.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll tell you something. Courtney, at least she lets me do what I want, and it doesn't scream at me for not being somewhere at a certain time, or she has to act like mad at something. I deserve better than your bull, to be honest with you.
Okay, so now so are you admitting it now then?
You know what? Yeah, I am admitting it, because Courtney treats me nice. Tatiana treats me like all the time.
Jeez.
Okay. You know what, Matt? You're a moron. And this woman also deserves what you're absolutely right. She does deserve your moronic. And you know what? I hope that she appreciates what little you have to offer. And I really hope she doesn't find the fact that you have major performance issues unless toys are used to be too daunting. I wish you all the best, mother.
You know what? When you go yourself.
Oh.
He hung up, Tatiana. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Sucks.
So sorry. He doesn't. He sounds kind of not awesome right now.
No. Yeah. No. I think. Thanks, guys. I think
it sounds like you kind
of a little bit of a brush of there. Fresh air, knowing that.
It sounds like you might have been ready to be done with him anyway, and know that
I really just needed this push.
Well, and it helps also because it validates the fact that you're not crazy. What you thought was happening was, and now you can do what's best for yourself. Yeah.
At least you got a dope refrigerator out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to keep that thing.
And it's still connected to his phone, so do some damage.
Victoria.
Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Jessica is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she thinks that her boyfriend named Lyle of 4 years might be messing around, so we'll see if we can help her out. Hopefully he's not, Jessica, but what's up? Why do you think Lyle might be cheating on you?
So we've been together for 4 years. Well, lately he's been leaving the house, like, late at night and erratically claiming to be, like, running errands, but he just comes back with nothing. We have a spare room and he just like sleeps there instead. So I'm really confused by his behavior.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be too. That's very suspicious.
I honestly think he's cheating on me.
Well, yeah, if somebody's says they're running errands, but then they don't ever come back with anything, I'd be like, where are you going?
Well, also,
errand.
Yeah. Did you ask him what errands are you running at 3:00 in the morning?
He was just saying it's like, I don't know. He just said family stuff, and it's so vague that I don't believe it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think when people are going to cheat, if you're going to cheat and tell me you're running errands, at least come back with like a banana or something.
Yeah.
Like, don't come back with nothing.
Try to play it off a little bit.
Like, there were times where I walked past the guest room, and he was on the phone with someone, and I asked him who it was, and he said nobody, like no one important.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like,
response.
I always hate jumping directly to, they're cheating on you. But in this case, like trying to think of what else he could actually be doing. That this is very vague and uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. Is he acting different towards you?
Well, yeah, like I think, because I've been kind of very anxious about it, he's been reassuring me, but it feels like he's lying. So like, I feel like for me, it's mostly like me feeling this gut feeling that I can't trust him right now, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm just really frustrated, and like this is what I think about all day, all night. It's about to blow up, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be thinking about that all day too, and all day night. Like, where is he going? What is he doing? What's going on? Especially if he's not telling you anything.
Does he get irritated with you when you start to ask him questions or anything? Because I mean, if you're feeling anxiety, he's got to be picking up on the fact that if he's sleeping in another room that's uncomfortable, does he ever, I don't know, give you attitude, or is he just normal?
Yeah, like sometimes he does because I keep mentioning it. And he just tells me again and again, like, it's no one important. It's like he's not cheating on me or anything. But then I don't trust him right now. I just don't.
Yeah, that all sounds shady.
Really off, yeah.
All right. Well, you already told us what grocery store he's a rewards member at, so we'll play a song, come back, and then call and pretend to be from the grocery store and say that he's this month's lucky winner of free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, and get your To Catch a Cheater next. Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, and if you're just joining us, Jessica is on the phone, and Jessica thinks that her boyfriend of 4 years named Lyle might be cheating. So we're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards member at, and say that every single month we choose one lucky rewards member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to his girlfriend Jessica or to somebody else. But before we do that, Jessica, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Hi. Yeah. So my boyfriend has been, over the past month, been taking phone calls in the middle of the night with someone I don't know. And he shuts his door in our guest room at night as well. And it's been making me very anxious. I feel like he's cheating on me because he tells me it's no one important. And how am I supposed to believe that, right? So... Mm-hmm. And there's a few times where he's running errands in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. and he comes back at 4 or 5. And also I noticed that when I fake myself to go to sleep, he notices and then gets out of the bed and goes on his errands. This is making sense for me that he might be cheating.
All right. Well,
weird behavior for sure.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready for us to see to call him?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, this is Corbel calling from... I was looking for our rewards card member named Lyle.
Yeah, this is Lyle.
Hi, Lyle, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling to say congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Sure. Is there anything you need from me?
Every single month, we choose one lucky rewards member who gets free flowers delivered from our new and improved floral department. It's our way of saying thank you very much for shopping with us. So you've just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolates, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want within the 50 United States, absolutely free. It's actually a $316 value.
Okay. Yeah, cool. You don't need like a credit card or anything.
Nope. So now I would just need the name, first and last of the person that you want to send them to before anything else.
All right. Can you send them to Zoe?
Okay, gotcha. And then, yep, Zoe. Okay, Zoe, got it. And is there anything you'd like to put on a card to Zoe?
Yeah, you can just put thanks for always having my back. Being able to keep this thing a secret, it means the world to me.
Yeah, no problem. And it's at this point, I should probably let you know that your girlfriend Jessica is on the phone and probably has some questions.
Yeah.
Wait. What's up?
This is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show. My name is Jubal.
I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater where you can try to find out if your significant other is messing around by who they send flowers to. And your girlfriend Jessica has been suspicious and thought something might be going on. And she's on the phone right now and probably has, like I said.
Jessica, are you serious now?
Lyle, who the is Zoe?
Oh, God.
Able to keep a thing.
Jessica, listen, Jessica. She's my cousin. I told you.
Being able to keep the thing a secret? You're cheating on me. I was right. I was right this whole time. I swear to God, I was right.
Jessica, no, listen. Zoe is my cousin. Zoe is my cousin. Listen to me, Jessica. My family's been going through a lot of stuff lately, and Zoe's been helping me plan a surprise for my parents' anniversary, okay?
Sounds fishy.
Why didn't you tell me that?
It's not fishy. Hey, you for saying that, all right?
What are you doing out at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning with your cousin?
Okay, no,
Yeah,
most of the time. when I'm walking around at 3 or 5 a.m., I'm telling you I'm going on errands. Usually I'm just going on walks to clear my head because it's a lot of going on. And
it's dangerous outside. Why would you do that? And you're making me feel suspicious, and I don't feel safe.
I don't mean to make you feel unsafe, but I've been working on this. I've been trying to plan it. I want everything to go well, and I needed it to be a secret. And you're terrible at keeping secrets, okay? That's the only reason I didn't tell you.
Okay. It's less fishy now.
I don't know. Is it that stressful to plan a part, like for your parents? That's such a nice thing to do, but you need to stay up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go on a walk about it?
I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff going on in my face. It's not just the surprise, but, it's just like a lot of times I need to clear my head, and I don't want to stress her out. I don't want her also to drop any news of what's going on because I want to do a good thing.
Okay.
I know it's private, but, you should open up yourself more to me,
That's
fair. I care about you. I care about what goes on in your life. You don't have to hide it from me.
I care about you too. I love you. I was just worried that you were going to feel like you needed to tell them.
Wait, why didn't you just tell me that? Because now I think I have 2 problems.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, 1, I just accused you of cheating and you're obviously not. And 2, how the hell am I supposed to keep this secret now? I already want to tell your sister.